and welcome to It's Storytime Kids. Today we're going to read Mole in a Hole, and it's by Rita Gelman, illustrated by Holly Hannon. This is a really old book. I don't even know where it came from, but it is a Read a Rebus book. Read a Rebus, and I think it's supposed to help you get used to following words on a page. Don't worry about it, kids. We're just going to read the story. But just as a little background, these pictures are going to come up on the screen. And when they do, I think the idea is that you say the word. So I'll pause a little bit, but then I'll just keep reading. So this is an apple, balloons, bee, carrots, eyes, frog, house. This is a heart, but the word is actually love. Mole, moon, mouse. What's that? Nose, pie, pineapple, pizza, rose, sun, tie, and toes. So toes and rose and nose all rhyme. So must be a rhyming book. Mole in a Hole. It says Step into Reading at the top by Rita Gelman, illustrated by Holly Hannon, a step 1 book. Don't worry about that. The steps are kind of, they're more for teachers and grown-ups than for children. You should read whatever you want to read regardless. Here we go. There was once a mole who lived in a hole under an apple tree. Poor little mole was lonely, as only a mole can be. So he said to a mouse and a frog and a bee, "Come into my house and eat with me." "Sure," said the frog. "Why not?" said the mouse. "Okay," said the bee. There were 4 in the house. But the frog could not see. He kept bumping his knee. And the mouse tried to sit, but she sat in her tea. Oh, Joe. The bee kept buzzing and bumping her head. "My feelers are broken," the little bee said. "Please eat," said the mole. "I have pie, I have stew, I have carrots and pizza and pineapple too." "No thanks," said the mouse and the frog and the bee. "How can we eat if we cannot see?" "I must go," said the frog, rubbing his knee. "This house is too dark and too crowded for me." The frog hopped out, and then there were 3. "I cannot see my tail. I am standing in stew." "Goodbye," said the mouse. And then there were 2. 1, 2. "Well, how about me?" said the sad little bee. "My visit is done." And then there was 1. The mole ate the pie all alone in his hole. Then he packed up his carrots and went for a stroll. The sun was too bright, the mole could not see. He tripped on Ms. Mole, who was drinking her tea. Look, he tripped on another mole. I am sorry, Ms. Mole. Are you all right? No, I am not. That sun is too bright. It hurts my eyes. It burns my nose. It dries my fur and curls my toes. I cannot read. I cannot write. I hate the sun. I hate the light. Me too, said the mole. It was love at first sight. Oh. They wriggled their noses. They waggled their tails. They talked about worms and lizards and snails. There's a snail. They ate all the carrots. They sang out of tune. Together they walked by the light of the moon. The wedding was set for the first night in June. The bride carried roses. The groom wore a tie. The bee sang a song, and the frog brought the pie. The balloons and the flowers were done by the mouse. And the very next spring, there were 6 in the house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they are little moles. That is so wonderful. Mole in a hole. Well, he wasn't lonely anymore after that, was he, kids? Mole in a Hole by Rita Gelman, illustrated by Holly Hannon. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that one, kids. You take care now. Bye.